Hey friends, thanks for stopping by. And if you've been here before, welcome back. I'm Gary, and today on Sanitizing Journeys, we're going to sanitize our fresh tank. Okay, before we get started, just a couple of quick things. Number one, I'm not a professional. I'm a do-it-yourself guy that lives in my RV full-time. I like to share information that I've gained and learned with all of you to hopefully help you along with your journey. Number two, the best way to find information about your specific rig is in your owner's manual. Look in your owner's manual for all the information that you need. If you can't find it in the owner's manual, try doing a search online. Obviously, make sure you're getting the proper information for your specific rig and the equipment in your rig. This procedure of sanitizing your RV tank needs to be done at least once a year, and preferably right before you're getting ready to go on your camping season, or if you're full-time, do it a couple times a year like we do. Okay, one last item. You are going to have to do something with all of this water. You're going to have to fill your fresh tank the first time with the treatment and then a couple more times to flush it out. All that water's got to go somewhere, and it's going to be a lot of water. Way more than your gray tank can handle. So you're going to have to empty your gray tank a couple of times, or like what I like to do, I just leave my gray tank valve open. I create a P-trap in the line and just let that water run out and right down into the sewer line. It's the best way to get rid of it. All right, sanitizing your fresh tank is super easy. Now, it does take a 12-hour process, so this is an overnight process, and there's a little slightly different technique if you're full-time like us or if you're part-time. So we're going to cover both of them, but the basic technique is exactly the same. You're going to need a gallon jug of water. You're going to need some regular old household disinfecting bleach. You're going to need a measuring cup and a way to get it into the tank. You're also going to need a hose to fill up your tank, and you're going to need a way to dump that tank through your lines into your fresh tank and out. We like to do this when we're hooked up somewhere, to a full hookup. So sanitizing your freshwater tank is very important. It's just as important as making sure your tire pressure is good and all your systems are working good in your trailer, because this is what keeps the water system in your trailer clean and good for you to use. If it sits, you can get bacteria growth and things of that nature, so you want to keep that down. And it's a very simple process, like I said. So let's cover part-time. So if you're part-time, you're going to make sure you bypass your water heater first. And depending on the water heater, some say you can put bleach through it, some say not to. I don't think it's a good idea, so bypass your water heater. Now, you're going to use 1/4 cup of bleach for every 15 gallons that are in your fresh tank. Our fresh tank is 37 gallons. Now, I only use enough bleach for 30 gallons. It's a little bit weak, but we do this every 6 months, so not a problem. Plus, our lines are constantly getting used, so they're staying pretty clean anyway. But you can do the math, and remember, 1/4 cup for every 15 gallons. Once you've got that mixed up, you're simply going to put that solution into your fresh tank, fill your fresh tank all the way to the top, and then go inside, turn on your pump, and run water through each tap individually till you can smell the bleach. And turn the tap off, and then go to the next one. So you do your kitchen, then you go to your bathroom, turn the tap on, smell the bleach, turn it off, go to the shower, smell the bleach, turn it off. That's it. Turn the pump off, leave your RV, sit overnight. Bleach has a half-life once it's mixed of about 12 hours. So sometime the next day or later that same day, if you want, you can come back and you're going to get all of that water now out of your fresh tank. What I like to do is turn the pump on, turn all the taps on, run it all of that into the gray tank, and then flush it out and down the drain. Not a good idea to run it onto the ground, because now you're putting, it's diluted, but you're still putting a bleach solution onto the ground, and probably not the best thing environmentally. So for full-time, like us, same exact thing. You're going to use the same solution. You're going to use 1/4 cup of bleach for every 15 gallons. You're going to put it into your fresh tank, fill your fresh tank to the top, and let it sit overnight, 24 hours or 12 hours or whatever you want. Let it sit. Once it's done doing its thing, you're going to simply turn on your taps, run your taps through, and get all of the bleach out. Run it right into your gray tank and then flush it right on out. Now, regardless of whether you're full-time or part-time, you now have to get all of that bleach out of your fresh tank. So you're going to fill the tank up and you're going to run it through those lines again till it's all done. And you might have to do it 2, maybe 3 times to get all of that bleach solution out of your lines. And you just keep flushing until you don't smell bleach anymore out of all of your taps, your kitchen, your bathroom, and your shower. Make sure they're all clean. Okay, so let's go ahead and mix up our solution. And remember, the solution is going to be the same regardless. I like to just use a gallon jug of whatever kind you want. Now, remember, you're going to be putting bleach in this thing, so whatever was in it before, make sure it's really rinsed out well. This one, I think, this is for windshield washer fluid. I've done this a few times with this jug. I keep this jug with me all the time, and I do have it almost completely full of water. And that's important because you never want to pour direct bleach down into your tank. You always want some water in your tank. Mine's about 50% full, and you want your jug to have at least half full of water. And then you're going to put your bleach in the jug, top your jug off, and then you're going to pour that into your tank and then top your tank up. So remember, it's a 1/4 cup for 15 gallons. We have a 37-gallon tank, so we're going to use a 1/2 cup, basically making a solution for 30 gallons. So here we go. So there is my 1/2 cup of bleach. We're going to add that to this jug of water. Get our lid on there and mix that up a little bit. All right, let's run around the other side of the rig and get it in the tank. All right, so now we are going to put the bleach solution into our tank. Again, I've got about a 50% full tank right now, so about half full. And remember, you're going to need a funnel or some way to get the solution safely into your tank. So this is what I came up with. This is just a funnel and a piece of reinforced hose that's stuck together. I think this cost me like $8 or $9 to put together. And it helps me get whatever I want in my fresh tank. In this case, it's going to be the bleach solution. So plop it in here, grab your bleach solution, make sure you're mixed up. And remember, you do not want to put this into a dry tank, and you don't want to pour your bleach straight in. Make sure it's diluted. And pour it in slowly. You don't want to be getting this on you or the ground. Remember to rinse your funnel and everything out really well, especially if you're going to use it for other things. And bleach isn't going to hurt the plastic. It gets stored in plastic. But if it spills on anything, remember it's bleach. It's going to stain it, bleach it out, and it can be very caustic for things. So remember, keep your environment clean if you can. So now you're simply going to fill your tank, freshwater tank, all the way to the top. And you want to make sure you're not getting a lot of water gushing out, because remember, it's going to have bleach in it. And we always fill our tank from our water filter. Our water filter is right here, as you can see, 3-stage filter. Hose is going from the filter right into the tank. So we never put unfiltered water into our fresh tank. And our fresh tank gets used quite a bit. And while this is filling, I'm going to tell you what else I do besides use bleach. So every January and June, I do this process with bleach. And then 3 months later, I will do the same process with vinegar. And don't freak out. I know, oh my God, can't mix vinegar and bleach together. Well, there's going to be probably hundreds of gallons of water go through this tank before they get anywhere near each other. Plus, we're going to rinse all this bleach out as much as we can at the end of this process sometime tomorrow. So there's very little, if any, bleach in this system at all after we're done. And then after a few months, say 3 months or so, when I do the vinegar, it's all gone. So there's no risk whatsoever. All right, our tank's full. Put my cap back on, and we're going to get our water hook back up to the house. Okay, I got the water hook back up to the house and turned back on, so my wife will be happy. So let's talk about the process a little bit more and just kind of go over what we've already talked about. Now, again, we're full-time, so our process is a little different. Again, part-time, you're going to get that diluted bleach solution into your tank. You're going to make sure your water heater's turned off and bypassed. And you're going to Now go inside, turn your pump on, and you're going to put water through your lines until you can smell that bleach coming out of the tap in your kitchen, in your bathroom, and in your shower. Once you smell bleach coming out of the tap, turn the tap off. Go to the next one, repeat that process, turn the tap off, go to the next one, and so on. However many you have in your rig. Once that's done, turn your pump off and you're good to go. Make sure everything's off, make sure everything's buttoned up, no water on anywhere, and then you're just gonna let this sit now for 12 hours is good. You can do it for as little as 8, but 12 is recommended overnight. Perfect. And remember, bleach has, once it's mixed, has a half-life of about 12 hours or so. So it's going to continue working, and you can't leave it in there for too long. If you're full-time like us, you're done. You don't have to do anything else until tomorrow. So we'll see you tomorrow. All right, it's been about 18 hours since I put that bleach solution into the tank, and it's time to flush it out, flush all of it out. Now, again, we're full-time, so we did not pre-fill our lines. If you're part-time, you needed to pre-fill them. Either way, the flushing is going to be exactly the same. So remember, you have to turn off the city water coming into the trailer or your RV, and you're going to have to bypass your water heater to make sure you're not getting any water through that water heater. So my water pump is right here. I'm going to go ahead and turn it on. And once you've got those things done, just turn your water on and let it run. Let's go get the other taps on too. For the shower, I like to lay the nozzle down in the base of the shower and just turn the water on. If you're wondering, that's an oxygenic shower head. We actually have them on our Amazon store in the bathroom essentials area, and we really like those shower heads. They're really nice. They give you a nice, good flow and stream of water with relatively low pressure. So I've got all the taps running, and we're just going to let that water run out of there. And what this is doing is it's running that bleach water through all of your hoses, all of your taps inside the trailer, all your pipes, and it's sanitizing everything. It's also running through your pump, and it's sanitizing everything from literally from the tank all the way out and through your system. And I got asked a while back about, should you have to put the bleach solution in your lines if you're full-time and let them sit? And the answer is no. It's just like your house. If you're full-time in your rig, you always have water flowing through your lines, and you don't really sanitize the lines in your house for the same reason, because the water's always running through them. But by running all that bleach water through that line, it is effectively sanitizing it. Now, we do use our fresh tank pretty regular when we're overnighting, boondocking, things of that nature, so we do pump water through it. Now, we drink the water coming out of the fresh tank, but we do use a filter to just filter just to make sure. And that's just a precaution. The water coming out of our fresh tank is really in good shape because we do this process pretty regular. But I just wanted to clarify that for you. All right, we have drained our fresh tank down to about 4%. I went ahead and turned the pump off so it doesn't cavitate, and we're going to go now and refill it. Okay, here is rinse number 1 after we put the bleach solution in there. Now we've flushed it all out. It's gone through the lines, and we're going to refill this tank all the way up to 100, and we're going to run this all through the pump again just like before and make sure we flush all that bleach out of those lines, and we're going to do it a second time as well. Now, occasionally it might take a third rinse to make sure we get all that bleach smell out of there. It just depends. And I don't know what the difference is. I don't know, different bleaches or different smells, whatever, I don't know. But sometimes it takes longer. And I've also found when I use vinegar, you're putting 2 gallons of vinegar in there because it's 1 gallon per 15 gallons of water. So 1 gallon of vinegar per 15 gallons of water. Same exact process, but you're just using vinegar as opposed to bleach. And never, ever, ever do them at the same time. You always want to make sure that the bleach and the vinegar are far, far apart from each other, because that could be a bad day. So, but same thing. And I've noticed with the vinegar, it takes a little longer, sometimes an extra rinse to get that out of the system. But we do that every 6 months as well. So about every 3 months, I'm sanitizing that fresh tank with something. But anyway, we're going to let this fill. We're going to repeat that process again. Rinse number 1, pumps on, and here comes the water. Okay, so we're not even halfway through our second rinse and it already smells good. There's no bleach smell in there. Water's coming out just like we would expect. So we're going to go ahead and run this tank completely out. We're going to put about 30% back in our fresh tank because that's how we like to do it. And this process will be done. I'll be back with you in just a minute. Okay, so that is it. That process is done. And you can see it does take a little time, but it's really simple to do. You do have to stay on top of it and you do have to monitor your water flow and all of those things. And it's the better part of a couple hours, start to finish, not including the 12-hour wait time overnight. But when you're done, your fresh tank is going to be sanitized, your lines are all going to be sanitized, and you'll be good to go. And I am now going to turn the taps on and just run filtered fresh water through them just to make sure that we've cleaned and purged all of our lines, and that's all going to go into the gray tank as well. So that's going to wrap this one up. And as always, appreciate your time so much. Consider liking and subscribing. It means a whole lot to the channel, and it really helps us get this information out to be seen. And again, remember, life is all about the journey. Be safe out there. Go camping, and we'll see you in the next one.